You look at a forest like Epping and you assume it's a natural habitat, whereas these trees, this environment has been completely shaped by our presence here.
This is an industrial landscape to me. You know, it's like this was a heavily maintained and used landscape that is entirely as it is due to human touch, and I find that utterly beautiful thing.
The wood that was produced in Epping would have been of critical importance to the economy and livability of London.
So we're standing on Staples Hill, which is the site of the last lopping ceremony, which was a ritual to mark the start of the pollarding season, where commoners, members of the public in the area who had rights to take wood from the forest for their fires, would come here at midnight and they would chop the first branches of the season, and there would be a sort of frenzied ritual between trees and humans and fire.
This was this incredibly ancient tradition, essential for people's livelihoods.
It was nearly 150 years ago that this right ceased, when the Corporation of London purchased Epping Forest to conserve it for future generations. But it meant at that moment when lopping ceased, the face of the forest changed permanently, and we no longer needed it as a renewable source of firewood. Coal had replaced that, and then eventually other fossil fuels. So our relationship to the forest permanently changed, and these pollards and the ecosystem of the forest began to change with it.
Invested in the trees is this memory of the former management technique and regime that was used here. When you start to look at how the pollarding has shaped the individual trees, you really get a sense of that time and the human intervention in those trees as well.
These trees grew old, their flailing limbs outgrowing themselves and sort of collapsing in slow motion.
This tree is no longer at risk of immediate failure. It's putting on some growth. It was only cut 1 year ago.
The arboriculturalists of Epping Forest try and restore this habitat and bring these trees back into pollarding cycle and restore this rare ecosystem that is our English woodland habitat, a human-tree collaboration that's spanned hundreds of years.